you. That was the Red Mountain High School Band. Good morning, Soaring Eagles. Okay, let's try that again. Come on, Soaring Eagles. Good morning, Soaring Eagles. There you go. All right, if you're going to be a soaring eagle, you got to sound like one. All right, my name is Chris Brady. I'm the city manager for the city of Mesa. We welcome you out for this great park grand opening this morning. Let me introduce a few of our special guests and some of the speakers that we'll hear from later today. First, let me introduce our Vice Mayor for the City of Mesa, Mr. Dennis Kavanaugh. Representing District 5, which includes this, where we are today, is Councilmember David Luna, who's here. We also want to recognize our Parks and Recreation Commercial Facilities Director, Mark Hirschberg, and we'll hear from him. All right, and we also want to recognize the principal of Harris Elementary, Mike Oliver. I don't know, we were expecting also to have Councilmember Kevin Thompson maybe with us, joining us later today. We also want to recognize the Mesa Public School Board member Jenny Richardson is here with us today, in the back. We want to recognize the district manager for Scott's Miracle Grow, Tom Murray, is here. Members of the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, Jamie Glasser, Miguel Sosa, Matt Erickson, and John Duclos. Are they all here? We also want to recognize the contractor, the employees for the contractor Hayden Building Corporation, as well as their employees Logan Simpson, Design, the architect on the project, and the students. Who are the students who helped design this? Raise your hand. All right, let's give them a round of applause. We want to thank our Parks and Recreation staff, our staff members from our engineering department who helped coordinate this project. Today is a banner day for the City of Mesa as we get ready to officially open Desert Arroyo Park, an environmental education park, and it offers free Wi-Fi. That's cool. Can you believe that? Desert Arroyo Park is a unique park that combines technology, education, and nature. Our first speaker is we recognize Mr. Mark Hirschberg, who's the Director of Parks and Recreation for the City of Mesa. Mark?
Thank you. Good morning. So a couple of housekeeping items. First, the helicopters and airplanes that you see flying around, they're taking your picture. So if you give them a big wave right now, they're going to be flying around taking a couple pictures. You're also going to see a drone later on that'll come down. When you see that flying around, you can wave at that as well. So it's appropriate that all of you are out here today because about 1.5 years ago we started this project with you, and a group of students came together and helped us put some design principles together, and we talked about civics and how projects come together, and how this project was special because it was part of your parents exercising a vote as part of the 2012 Parks and Recreation Bond Program to make this park a reality. And then about 6 months after that, we did a big dedication, and we came out here with seed bombs and everything else, and we planted that desert botanical garden over there that the U.S. Conference of Mayors and Scott's Miracle Grow were so helpful in making that a reality. So I want to thank, and some of our staff in particular, Andrea Moore, Roxana Rojo Llantos, and Zach Cochia for their work in working with you to make this park a reality. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my own personal play consultant, second grader Keegan Hirschberg, for his help in making this a reality too. So, thank you to all of you. We want you to enjoy this park. We want you to use it as an educational tool as well as an opportunity to play and learn about the Arizona wildlife and your role in helping protect the environment, as we did when we built this park by saving 150 trees and more than 115 saguaros, cactus, barrel cactus, and ocotillos throughout this process. So take the opportunity to learn. I know second graders are about to start their STEM project and learn about the life of butterflies. Take advantage of the signs because there might be some hints about butterfly life there and how that happens. So again, enjoy your park, and thank you for coming out and celebrating with us today.
Thank you, Mark. This is a unique partnership that we have today with the City of Mesa working with a local school. Mesa and Mesa Public Schools have a long history of working together, but this is kind of a unique setting, a unique opportunity for us to come together. So we're very appreciative of the partnership we have with the Mesa Public Schools, and especially with the principal here at Harris Elementary. So let's hear from Mr. Mike Oliver now.
Thank you, Chris and Mark, and on behalf of the entire Harris Elementary School community that I represent, a big thank you to the City of Mesa with the entire staff for including us in on the design of the coolest park ever. Yeah. We feel that this $3 million park that sits right on our front doorstep belongs to us. We know others are going to use it, but wow, our kids were involved every step of the way, and it has been such an exciting adventure to see it develop. I also would like to recognize a couple of dear friends and colleagues of mine in the Mesa Public Schools. In addition to board member Jenny Richardson, here today with us is the Chief of Staff in the Mesa Public Schools, Holly Williams. And I'm not sure where Holly is, but there she is over there. And our area superintendent, Shane McCord, that supports the Harris Elementary School. So Holly and James, let's give them a round of applause. You know, just about every day as this park was being built, I would come over here and I would see the little daily steps of progress that would take place. And I often wondered when I saw the construction workers that were doing the work of the design of this park, if they really knew that they weren't just building a park, but they were building a laboratory for the premier school in all of America where scientists, technicians, engineers, mathematicians, botanists, inquirers would come over here and do the work that they can plug into the world, and it's right on our front doorstep. So we're going to use it in creative and imaginative ways, aren't we, boys and girls and teachers? Real quickly, let me tell you about this park, and I'm going to do this in about 30 seconds. There's 5 different learning nodes. Wherever you see the ramadas, there's a learning node. One of them, the one right behind me, is the Desert Arroyo node. It has a really cool playground, a desert wash feature. Another node is an anthropod node where you study about spiders, scorpions, centipedes, and it has this sundial, and I've already tested it out with several of your teachers. Depending on what time of the day it is, you stand on the month, you put your hand right over your head, and it tells you the time. It's really neat. We also have a mammal node where you study about the javelinas, coyotes, the cottontails. Those are all desert critters that we see on our school property from time to time, and they're in this park, I can guarantee you, because I saw one of them this morning. We also have an avian node with the telescope and chimes where you study the birds of the desert. And as this park was being built, we noticed that there was a Harris hawk with a nest right next to the avian node, which was so cool, it's almost like it knew that was where it was supposed to be. Where you could also study about roadrunners and owls and woodpeckers that are native to the Sonoran Desert. And finally, there's a reptile node with a reptile digging sand pit where you can learn about Gila monsters, rattlesnakes, desert tortoises. That's the planned use of the park, but we're going to create even more imaginative ways to make this laboratory our own and to make it where we can learn for many years to come. And a very big thank you for the City of Mesa. Let's give them a round of applause, boys and girls. Chris.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Councilmember David Luna, who lives close by here and who represents this district with the City Council. He also has a long history of work, has worked with the city or with the Mesa Public Schools for many years. So we welcome Councilmember David Luna.
Good morning, Soaring Eagles. Okay, which group's going to be louder? This group or this group? Okay, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Great job. I think they heard you all the way to the other side of the mountain, don't you think? Well, congratulations, Soaring Eagles. I am so excited to be here and to celebrate the opening of Desert Arroyo Park here in District 5. It's especially exciting because it's Mesa's newest park, and it's the only park in the city with Wi-Fi. And I think I see something. Look, isn't that cool? Make sure you wave at it. So after speaking recently with my good friend, Sahara's principal, Mike Oliver, Mike and I have been friends for many, many years. The park will open many possibilities for learners. Students from all over, many who are future scientists, engineers, mathematicians, will be able to connect their ideas to a park that has learning nodes specific for those purposes. The free public Wi-Fi access throughout the park will enable students to conduct on-the-site research. Isn't that cool? You'll be able to bring your iPads and learn and just research what you're studying. Desert Arroyo Park features a quarter-mile botanical walk, a half-mile discovery loop, and a three-quarter-mile explorer path for hikers and bicycles. It truly has something for everyone. But we have to take a moment because we need to acknowledge Mesa voters who told us time and time again how important parks are to the quality of life of our community. We listened, and this is the result. A pristine 50-acre park showcasing our beautiful Sonoran Desert in the Mesa Desert Uplands. I want to acknowledge again the partnership between Mesa Public Schools and the City of Mesa. This is exactly what we want to see on the City Council, working together. We appreciate the collaboration, and we hope that we continue to work closely together on similar projects. Again, I want to acknowledge Shane McCord, Assistant Superintendent, and also Holly Williams, Chief of Staff for Mesa Public Schools are here, and Jenny Richardson, who is who's on the Mesa Public School Board. And my good friend Jill Benza. Jill, would you raise your hand? Who was Assistant Superintendent for Business Arts at Mesa Public Schools a while back and continues to support these efforts. Thank you, Jill. And thank you, Boulder Mountain community and the communities around Sahara's Elementary School. I also want to acknowledge and thank Assistant City Managers Carrie Kent, if you wouldn't mind raising your hand, and John Pommier. There he is. And all Mesa City staff, could you all raise your hands? All Mesa City staffs, thank you so much for your hard work and your labor. On behalf of the City Council, we are so grateful for what you've done. I am thrilled that this park is in District 5, and I hope that our neighbors take advantage of Desert Arroyo. So please come and enjoy one of Mesa's newest amenities. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilmember. Our next speaker is our Vice Mayor for the City of Mesa, Vice Mayor Dennis Kavanaugh. Dennis, please come forward.
Thank you very much. This is a great day, right? Yeah. And it's also, we live in a great city, and we have a great park system. And a great park system always strives to provide a variety of unique and innovative experiences for its residents. And this park truly is one of the greatest examples of that in the country today. You live in a wonderful city where we have a whole variety of parks, a whole variety of experiences for young and old, families, individuals, teens, older folks, people who like drones. We have it all really here. And guess what? Mesa is a finalist for the National Park System of the Year. And we're going to find out Tuesday. You know, there's stiff competition. Kansas City, Cleveland, the Maryland National Capital Capitol Park somewhere in Maryland, but these are for the big cities. And this is the second year in a row that Mesa's been a finalist. And the reason we're a finalist is that we have an incredibly supportive community and a very creative park staff and wonderful partners in the community to present an environment such as this. And so we're really very, very, very proud of them. You know, this is just one of 17 parks that the voters approved in our 2012 bond election. And one of the best times I have serving as a council member is helping to open a wonderful park such as this. And actually, many years ago, your parents or other friends told the city in the late 1990s that this was a special place and the city needed to make extra effort to protect native plants, to protect native wildlife here. And we worked hard to pass ordinances to protect that from building, to acquire properties, to preserve and to use and to showcase for the community. And so that idea, that commitment to the environment really came from your families out here, and were really leaders in our community in helping us see the importance. And 17 years later, what do we see? We see great support from the entire community for parks such as this. This is going to be a great place for families to get together, learn, and exercise. And really, it's one of the most innovative parks in America. And so on behalf of Mayor Giles, we'd like to offer our congratulations to everyone who participated in the design, planning, construction, and execution of this park. It's going to be a great place to play. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dennis. I think there's one more group we forgot to thank, because someone's going to have to explain to your parents why you brought home some of the desert on your clothes. So let's give a big thanks to your teachers, because they have a lot of explaining to do today. All right, so right now we're going to invite our speakers, elected officials. We'll invite Jenny Richardson and the Parks Board members to come forward to help us cut the ribbon as we officially open Desert Arroyo Park. You'll join us up here.
Johnny!